At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce today's first presenter, Taryn Benaroche. Taryn, you now have the floor.
Thank you so much, Heather. My name is Taryn Benaroche, as Heather just said, and I am extremely pleased to be speaking to all of you today. I work here at Microsoft, and I look after our entire Innovative Educator program, which is dedicated to building a community of educators around the world. It is dedicated to recognizing the best educators around the world and also to building the capacity of teachers through professional development. So that last pillar is what we're going to be focusing on here today, and I'm very excited to be here and to have our fantastic presenters share with you. You'll see the fantastic folks who are going to be presenting with you. We have Adrienne Blight and Tracy Immel, who work on our professional development and lead our professional development team here. Both of them have combined 35 years of experience in professional development and technology. Adrienne joins us from the United Kingdom, where he's the managing director of Imagine Education. And Tracy is based out here in Redmond, where she works on our Microsoft team leading our global professional development. So you're going to be in very good hands with them throughout the session. Before we start, we have a couple of polls. We'd like to get to know the folks on the phone a little bit better. So you'll see on your screen a poll slide, and I'd love to, it'll give us all an opportunity to see who's on this slide. So if you can go ahead and take a second to vote and tell us where you are from. We're seeing our results come in. Quite a few folks from Central and Eastern Europe. I'll give you a few more seconds to respond. I know we have a few more people on the line. But we're representing from all parts of the world, it looks like, which is very, very exciting. Give it another few seconds. Oh, fantastic. Again, Central and Eastern Europe representing quite well here. We'd also love to understand, of the people on the phone joining us on this webcast, what your primary role is. We have many classroom educators that have joined us. Well over half of our group today is classroom educators, which is very exciting. We also have a number of peer coaches, but again, it looks like we have some representation from each of our categories. Very exciting. I'll give another couple of seconds if you want to have your voice heard. Fantastic. And then another quick question for all of you, and how familiar are you with Partners in Learning, the program that really is the basis for all of this? So many of you are familiar with Partners in Learning, but I want to just quickly introduce what Partners in Learning is within Microsoft for those of you, and it looks like there is a healthy number who don't know that much about Partners in Learning. Partners in Learning is a program here at Microsoft that is over 10 years old, and it's about $750 million commitment by the company, and the purpose of it is to transform education systems around the world. As I said, we began about 10 years ago, and our goal is to help governments envision a new future for education in their countries. We want to help strengthen educator capacity to use technology effectively in the classroom and really provide greater access to that technology. And so if you want to take a look, if you haven't after this, you'll want to take a look at our Partners in Learning Network, which is pill-network.com. And you will see much more information there. But we're very pleased to get started for those, that majority of you who do know a little bit about Partners in Learning. So today you received this in your email inviting you to this session, but we really want to share with you a bit of the latest research on PD and what that means for you all as trainers, whether you be teacher trainers or those commercial or NGO partners as well. We have some really exciting new PD assets for you that we're offering as part of a new system here at Microsoft Partners in Learning, and we're going to give that overview of our leveled curriculum. And then also finally, and last but not least, how you can become a training provider. How you can be part of our program to utilize this content for free with your what you're already doing. So I'm very, very pleased to introduce the Training Provider Program. All of you are already doing fantastic work out there in classrooms around the world, helping teachers use technology and helping teachers integrate it into their practice. And we all know, and here at Microsoft we agree, that technology alone isn't the answer. Technology is this accelerator, and we believe that you can't just drop devices into schools, that it requires ongoing professional development to really develop those 21st century skills, which is, of course, what you all already know. And for us here at Microsoft, we've developed a world-class professional development model that is research-based and aligned to standards, very personalized, and allows teachers to learn and school leaders to learn at their own pace and where they are and start where they are in terms of level. And we really want to help integrate technology into teaching and learning in extremely powerful ways. So another piece of what we're excited about this program is our curriculum can be used full stop, end to end. We have a leveled curriculum that you'll see in a few seconds. Or you can pick and choose. You can pick and choose what we have that is best and most useful for your content. So we're very excited. You know your audience best, so you'll be able to really integrate it into what you're already doing. And beyond that, also tap into a world community out there. So if you do decide to become a part of the program, you'll notice that we have 3 sort of designations within the program. If you're applying to be part of the program for your organization can become an affiliate, and that is a commercial organization, an NGO, a nonprofit. If you yourself are applying individually to become a Microsoft training provider, you will become a trainer, and that's for independent consultants. If you're an employee of one of the aforementioned affiliates, or if you're in a district and you're hired by a district, you can be a trainer. And if your primary role is as a classroom teacher, you are a peer coach. You either have a formal role as a peer coach or you are a classroom teacher. Now, this is a new program at Microsoft, and we couldn't be more thrilled about it. As we have gone through the years of Partners in Learning, we've been this resource for a number of leaders, government leaders, educators, trainers for their professional development system. And what we hear most often is that trainers are looking for not only content, but really a worldwide community where they can share best practices, learn from one another, and really engage on a worldwide stage with trainers from all over the world, keeping up to date on the most cutting-edge practices and training from around the world. So that is one of the primary benefits of this program. You get a network. As you saw on our poll slide, we have our providers span the world, all regions of the world. We have representation from all corners of the world, and this best practice sharing is a huge benefit to becoming a trainer and a part of the program. Also, we're engaging in large-scale deals here at Microsoft with governments, and if you're a commercial provider or an NGO or even a trainer, there's the opportunity to receive referrals on our Partners in Learning network. And as we develop a pool of trainers who know this content, we have the opportunity to refer folks who inquire about trainers in their country, and you become a part of our referral system. Additionally, being on the Partners in Learning network as a teacher trainer, we want to give you that recognition as well, and as well as an affinity and alliance with Microsoft, which allows you access to really some of the most cutting-edge work that we're doing in professional development, cutting-edge work with with trainers and education leaders around the world that perhaps you might not have access to otherwise. Additionally, for those of you who are trainers and Microsoft expert educators on the line, you know about this, but the Partners in Learning Global Forum is a premier education event for the world. We have been about 9 years strong with the Partners in Learning Global Forum, and it brings together education elites, government leaders, school leaders, and educators from around the world for several-day World Cup of education. It's been called the World Cup of Teaching. It's second to none in education events, and as a Microsoft training provider, you have the opportunity to attend our global forum and participate as well. and it's our most popular event of the year, and we're happy to be able to provide the opportunity for some of our training providers to attend this. And last, but certainly not least, is the content itself. Becoming a provider, training provider, and you'll find out how very shortly, you'll have access to over 150 hours of content. And you can, again, pick and choose the content, use it end-to-end, and or pick and choose what content works for you. So all of this is going to be consolidated in our training provider portal. Our content, our community, our assets, our logo lockups, all of that will be provided through our portal. And the portal will be the hub for all of our training providers and the hub for our community as well. So I'm very happy to introduce this. You're going to get a little bit of information on this, quite a bit of information, in fact, on this in the coming moments. But I want to thank you for joining us today, and thank you for taking the time out and for training all of the educators and the work that you do in classrooms and districts and schools around the country and around the world. So at this time, I'm going to hand this over to Adrian, who's going to talk a little bit about our pedagogical foundation and our research and lead us into the rest of the webinar. So Adrian, I'll hand it over to you.